And we are officially back in the building. Tell me your problems, episode 156. I'm on a roll, baby. Last night's live was absolutely epic, so today I couldn't wait to jump on again. I was checking the audio, so this time around I installed a pop filter. So hopefully there will be less pops when I make these P and B sounds into the mic. Anyway, let's get to it. We already got two people going live at 11:20 a.m. Belgian time, hoping to reach some different time zones. What's up, Elizabeth? You're definitely a regular around these parts. I love your hoodie. Thank you. Look, I'm not gonna lie, all right? This actually just came in the mail 10 minutes ago. Um, the thing is, it's actually a large, but it's too tight. So I'm gonna wear it just for this live. Then I'm gonna proceed to send it back, order an extra large, and that's it. Wow, I stumbled on this. What's up, Anthony? How you doing, Playboy? So yeah, you'll only. I love the hoodie too, but it's a little bit too tight. I like it baggy. What's up, Lucifer? What's up, Jenna Nicole? What's going on, Anthony? You're too big. Katia Crypto. Hey, Katia Crypto, when are you posting your new videos? We're all waiting for the 1,000 euros a day challenge. What's up, Anthony? I don't think it's too tight. It is. Trust me. Look at my wrist. You see what I'm saying? Trust me. I just need to go one size up. Anyway, guys, let's get to it. I don't want to talk about my hoodie all day, all live. I just got Nordic beads for my beard. Man, I wish I would get a beard. A lot of people ask me that. Why don't you just grow a beard? Trust me, if I could, I would. There's actually this Instagram page. Well, I mean, it's a company. I think it's Hair of Istanbul, something like that. And for those who don't know, when it comes to hair transplants, Turkey is the place to be. Yes, Turkey. And there is this company called Hair from Istanbul where they do hair transplants, and it looks absolutely epic. But I also figured out that they do beard transplants. So they take hair particles from your lower neck and they put it in your beard. So if I'm able to actually get teeth sometime, if I get bottom teeth again, a next potential step after that could definitely be, hitting them up, getting myself a beard. What do you think about that? I run out of studio. The studio is always here if you need it. I don't know what to call it. It's either too tight or you've had a boob job. I had a boob. Well, I did train chest yesterday, so that pump might still be there. Always good to know your options. Absolutely. David Harris, shout out to Canada. Beard plant is a great idea. Thank you, man. When I do decide to get it, I'll make sure to put up a GoFundMe for you guys to sponsor me. What's up, Smear? Smear? Man, I'm excited. Tonight I have a basketball game. For those who don't know, I play basketball. Um, and after not playing, obviously with my cancer, I couldn't play anymore because I was a cripple. I was in a wheelchair, and obviously my face is too vulnerable to play. So I didn't play for about, I want to say 9 years. And over the last couple of years, I started playing again just with friends, taking it easy. And I just, for everyone who's played sports, like competitive sports and organized sports, it's just something about it. You can't replicate that in the gym. You can't replicate that with anything. The feeling of making a three-pointer in a competitive setting in an official game is just, yeah, it's the ultimate dopamine. insertion. So I'm playing competitively again now. The lowest level you can imagine, but that's okay. And tonight I got a game. So I'm playing. I have like a huge hockey mask I put on to protect my face. I have limited vision when I play, but it's all good. And tonight we got a big game, so I can't wait. You're very tall. Yeah, I'm 6'4". Basketball is fitting. Appreciate it, Anthony. Well, guys, listen. This is, after all, called Tell Me Your Problems. Shout out to Australia, 7 p.m. Hope you're going okay. I'm all good. Where Bill BJ. What's up with you guys, though? Everything going well in life? If not, I wouldn't mind chiming in, offering my perspective, offering my help, offering my advice. Yesterday, we had a little bit of the grimy life, people coming in talking about suicide and wanting to kill themselves. So, I had to set them straight. Well, not really set them straight, just offer my words of motivation and encouragement. But yeah, it's tricky. It's always tricky dealing with that. Look at Anthony hitting on Vicky. Cute Vicky. Hey, if you guys, maybe you can ask her for the Instagram handle, see what's up. Shout out Barbados. ¿Cómo estás, mi gente de Barbados? ¿Qué tal? ¿Qué tal? Un abrazo grande. Todd Goldborn, I just watched your Mike Thurston video. Really great quality video. Wow, thank you, man. Appreciate that. Do you think him running away from the relationships is an issue? So for those that don't know, Mike was actually married at some point in his life, like 6 years ago or something, I want to say, and guessing. He was actually married before. Do I think he's running away from the relationships? Um, well, first of all, you're asking, is it an issue? I don't think it's an issue if he's happy the way, living that way. He's not hurting anyone actively, but I know what you're hinting at. I think, you're asking me, do you ever see him settling down? I just, I don't know if he'll ever be able, from the outside looking in, of course, I don't have a personal relationship with him. I don't think Mike Thurston will ever be able to just have one woman and just based off of the sheer factor of like she would have to be fit as hell, like she would have to be into fitness, train all the time just like him. But she would also have to be like, I think, intelligent enough to just like keep him entertained and also strong enough to stand up to him and just be her own woman. Because for people with a lot of self-confidence, guys like that, they tend not to like these passive women that are just complying with everything you say. Um, I don't see him settling down anytime soon. I don't think so. And I don't think that he'll have kids in the next couple of years either. I don't think that's something that he desires. So I don't think it's an issue as long as he's happy. That's what I have to say about that. If he's happy, I think too many people are making kids. I think too many people are just doing the things that they think they're supposed to do because their peers are doing it. And having kids is definitely a big one of those things. So I encourage anyone who doesn't want to make kids. I encourage, anyone that understands that procreation is not the holy grail of purpose as it pertains to human beings. Hey, Vicky, watch out. Anthony is coming for you. I would love to have been there and heard that. I felt suicidal myself during the on and off relationship with a BPD girl. What is that, BPD? Man, I'm not hip. I'm not hip to all these new abbreviations. What's up, Viking? How are you? Splendid. How do I look? How do I look now? Many girls here. My first live on this channel. I'm a little surprised. Anthony C., the Viking keeps the chicks on deck. You should been knowing that if you watch my videos, man. I hope you guys can tell I'm joking, all right? I actually have a bunch of dudes watching me all the time. No, I got a solid core group of supportive women. So I'm very fortunate to have that. What's up, Dre? Shout out Sweden. Lonely bloke, can you give me an advice? I'm highly depressed with life. Currently, even my parents are toxic. I'm surrounded by toxicity. Lonely bloke, if my memory serves me correct, which it always does, you're 14 years old, right? So here's the kicker. Your parents are paying for all your shit. Guess what? You're gonna have to put up with their toxicityness, toxicness. I don't know how you say that. Um, I told you before, my man, buckle down. Hey, 4 more years, you're 18, you can get the fuck out, be an adult, do what you want. But until then, you're just gonna have to persevere, man, one day at a time. Teenage years are not supposed to be fun. They suck. They sucked for me too. I was insecure. I didn't know who I was. I was always scared and frightened and anxious. Man, life is way better when you get older. So it's puberty, man. Ride the wave. Don't give yourself too many diagnoses of depression and anxiety and this and that, like AGAD. Just ride the wave and understand that just all you need to do is graduate and not die. That's your only job. Bipolar is BPD. Okay. What I'm having BPT. No, it's not bipolar. You guys are funny, man. What's up, Blair? Yeah, Anthony, I'm glad you were able to get rid of that girl, man. Sounds like you were in a bad spot. Bloke, look up narcissism and narcissistic abuse. See if that's what you're dealing with and work on yourself to heal trauma of our nations. Borderline personality disorder. Oh, so they're not even. I love how people are coming in telling them saying what BPD means, and then they're wrong. Aim to get a job so you can start to get some experience. Yeah, and then you need a plan. Make sure that the day that you hit 18, you have a plan ready to go and stand on your own too and go do your thing. That's what you need to be doing. Lucifer, what do you think about personality tests? Do you think they're that important in us getting to know ourselves? Not really. I feel like they hold little value. Um, I don't really rock with those. I feel like a lot of those things are just like self-fulfilling prophecies. If you put in symptoms, if you wanna convince yourself that you're suffering from a certain disorder, it's quite easy to find symptoms that line up with yours. I'm worried with my studies, it's a major issue. Lonely bloke, surely you have people in your school that you can talk to about this. I know there's a lot of institutions within schools to help students who have problematic home situations. So go talk to them, make them aware of the situation, and yeah, do that. What's up, sleepy cat? I really like your attitude. Thank you, man. I like it too. How do I deal with man? God damn it. How do I deal with expecting that not everyone will like me? I'm afraid of being my true self because of that. Why? So just ask yourself rationally, why would you want everybody to like you? What do you think is going to happen then? The reason you want everybody to like you is because you don't like yourself. You are not having any type of self love, any type of self confidence. So you need to stop worrying about what other people think. You need to worry about why you don't love yourself. Why have you been taught to believe that you're not good enough to be loved? Because that's what it is. Whether it's your parents, your upbringing, your surroundings, that's really the root issue here. It's not other people. So, easy ways for you to develop more self esteem, more confidence is work on your physique, work on your temple, work on your body, sign up to a gym, take care of your looks. This will already be something. Also, just get good at something, whatever it is. Acquiring a skill breeds self confidence. I haven't caught one of your streams for quite a while. Feels like years. I know it feels like a long time, but today we're back. We are back. Viking is right. I agree. And I'm doing much better now than last time I was here. No longer suicidal at all. Yes, that's what I want to hear. Veronica Viking, as a female, how do I deal with dating with finding high quality men? I have an issue with guys wanting me for just physical reasons. I notice I always run into people who just want to party. Okay, so maybe you're looking in the wrong places. Maybe you're also judging too much based off of physical looks. There's a lot of high quality men out there that they might not have the aesthetic look that you find pleasing. So you have to first figure out why you keep attracting the same men. Probably because you keep sending out the same signals. Other men might be turned off by the way you present yourself. So ask yourself, how do you dress? How you present yourself? Where do you go for fun? Do you go to bars? Do you go to concerts and clubs? Because if you do, you're always going to find the same people. Maybe you need to rewire your own habits. For example, the things that you do for fun, and join a book club, for example. Go to a theater, go to an outdoor activity daytime club, go to a hiking club. You'll find that there is a whole different world out there for people who live in the day, not in the night. Obviously, I'm assuming you were looking in the nightlife before, but I would like some more information. By the way, guys, don't forget to hit the thumbs up if you like these lives. Also, I'm still taking on new clients. This is my email. My name is Lorenz. And if you want to work with me, you can email me at lorenz.rees@gmail.com and we can turn things around. Basically, what I do is this, but then on a private basis, one on one through a video call twice a week. We got 14 people in here. Thank you. I don't go much. I go out with only my friends. That's probably why. Yeah, well, look, if you only go out with your friends, it's very hard. It's like you're going out with a shield. You're surrounded by cock blockers, people who are just trying to play gatekeeper. The only people, the only men that are actually able to bypass these gatekeepers, this ring of fire around you, are super cocky, high confident men. Plot twist: super cocky, high confident men usually are players. They know how to talk, they know how to bypass the bulldogs guarding you, and they're not the men that you want to be talking to because they talk to 10 to 15 women a day. So there you have it. That's the reason why you always attract the wrong men. You just need to stop going out with your hating ass girlfriends who shoot down every guy who's a little bit insecure or who doesn't really know how to talk to girls because they have one glance at your posse, they're gonna be like, oh, I'm scared. I'm not gonna do that. You're gonna get the dudes that roll up and love the challenge. You're gonna be like, yo, what's up, girls? What you doing tonight? This type of bullshit. So you're always gonna have the players that just wanna fuck you because you're going out with a shield. Boom! I solved the Rubik's Cube, solved the riddle in 4 minutes. I made 2 friends after 2 long years. 2 friends is good though. I wish that I could participate more, but I always seem to be driving when you're live. Anyway, gotta go. Hey, get yourself a mobile data package, man. That's a bullshit ass excuse not to have the Viking blaring in your eardrum, shouting at you. Don't hold back, guys. The time is now. This is not a green screen. I'm live and direct. This is reality. This is now. Oh, the front has entered the chat. Shout out Australia, one of the most prolific content creators in the game, ladies and gentlemen. What's up, front? How you doing, buddy? Last time you were struggling a little bit. Hopefully things are going better for you now. I'm 15, bro. Childhood is officially over. You gotta be fucking kidding me, man. Listen, we are all children until the age of 25 at least. Just because you're a legal adult at 18 doesn't mean you're a real adult. You're not an adult at 19, 20, 21. Like, you're still thinking with your dick. You don't know shit, even though you think you know it all. Man, it took me until I was like 30 to become a little bit of an adult. I'm telling you, man, childhood is gonna be there for a minute. What do you think of Winhoff? Breathe, man. All good for him. I don't really have an opinion on him. Good guy, cool. Frank Liza. It feels silly to complain about something in my life comparing myself to your health problems. Come on, man. That's not true. I'm good. I'm in good spirits. I'm happy. Life is great. I don't. I wouldn't go live if I didn't want to get your input. I wouldn't name this video and tell me your problems if I didn't want to hear about your problems. So please don't feel bad and don't compare. Todd Goldborn, that's good advice. I got you on Bluetooth. Good, Dre. I like it. Taxa Miket. The front. Australia is still shit, unfortunately. Over the past 2 months, I've been preparing to leave. The time is almost there. Leaving on November 6th. Nice. Where are you going again? Remind me. Dude, that's sick. I was going to travel in November, but in the end, it fell true. Sleepy cat. I'm moving abroad, getting married. Instead of just sitting around rotting, I go pursue life, even if it might be risky. Sounds awesome, Sleepy cat. Sounds like a great plan. Have fun at the wedding. Moving abroad is always a good move. Sorry if I triggered you, man. I'm here to make friends and learn. How I'm confused. My tire is punctured. Get a new tire and hit the like button. I have trouble making friends because of my shyness. I feel like I'm too boring. Um, but surely there's also many other introverts out there that you can link up with. You just have to find more people that are like you, basically. And why would you be too boring? Like right now, you feel like you feel the need to live up to a certain expectation. Like you have to be entertaining all the time, and you have to say witty things and make good jokes. So that is a clear indication that the people that you keep around you are not people that make you feel at ease. They are not really, a friend is someone that you can shit with, be yourself. You don't have to play a part, to appease him or her. So you need to look into that. You should be able to be yourself, chill, lay back. So if you have trouble making friends, then why don't you try to look for like-minded people by going to activities that will attract people like you? For example, again, like I said, there's an app called Meetup. Meetup, it's for free. You can just download it, use it. They have a bunch of activities where you can just go to and meet people, like, depending on your interests. The front. Dubai, Cyprus, South Africa, Tanzania, Mexico. From Mexico, I'll plan next steps. Oh, that's fucking sick. Wow, that's a dope ass travel plan, dude. I don't know about Dubai if I would be that much into the Dubai, but if you run into Mike Thurston, tell him I said, "What's up?" What's your real name, Viking? Lorenz Dries, to say it in Dutch. Lorenz Dries. Lorenz. Ah, definitely, right there. Where were you planning on going? I was planning on going to Thailand. I got a buddy staying there. Also, Colombia is definitely in the cards. So I might go to Colombia next in January, I think. South America. Coach sign, no money. You must be having social anxiety like which I used to have. Who? How did you get into this line of work? Did you originally get into it to help yourself? No, man. So I got into YouTube because people kept staring at me on the streets, and I was just like, "How can I flip this negative into a positive? I'm getting all this unwarranted attention. I'm getting quote unquote real life views. How can I turn this into a win?" And then I figured out if I'm gonna make videos, people are gonna watch me out of the sheer curiosity factor, right? And that's why I started making videos. I was just a opportunist, basically, pragmatic man, turn it around. I had all this energy directed towards me, so-called negative energy, and I said I gotta convert it into positive energy. So if I'm gonna make videos, I'm gonna be with my Frankenstein mug all up in the thumbnail. I'm gonna get clicks and views. At least I'm gonna get paid for it. And then that was really it. And then from there, I started vlogging for years. Then I basically figured out that, this whole live thing. So I started doing live. I started giving people advice. Then people started emailing me, asking me to do this on a private basis. And I said, hey, why not? And then it just organically grew. And now I have a bunch of clients and I make money coaching people. And it just went like that. I rolled into it. Um, this is a job that connects well with my strengths. I have a very high emotional EQ. I have a lot of empathy. I'm a good communicator. So there you have it. It just kind of worked out that way. Can I get a shout out? My name is Julian McLean. Shout out to Julian McLean. Bro, I found you because my lecturer was talking about you in university yesterday. He's really inspired by you and your journey and inspired my friends and I too. Wow, Jaguar, that's awesome. Is this the guy in Texas? Because I heard something like this before from the guy in Texas using me in this class. Um, Either way, man, shout out to your lecturer. He knows, well, to your teacher. He knows what's up. Real recognize real. So I love him. Thank him for me. Hey, if you want to make a little video, I'll give him a shout out. Give me his name and hit record on your smartphone, and be ready to film, and I'll give him like an epic little shout out. The front. The only thing I'm kind of sad about is leaving my ex. We were getting real close again, even though I'm only 20. I think she could be marriage material. On the other side, I have such a deep urge to travel I can't really ignore. Dude, I'm telling you, man, I repeat, do not settle down in your 20s. You still got literally 60 more years after the age of 30 to be with the same person for the rest of your life. All right. Don't be that guy. I'm telling you right now. If you settle down with the girl right now at 20, there's gonna come a moment in time where you're gonna get tired of sleeping with her. There's gonna come a moment in time where you're gonna start thinking, maybe this girl, maybe that girl, how would that feel? How would this feel? So you need to get some experience, man. You need to really get some different tastes under your belt, not to mean disrespectful, but that's what it is. You need to understand that there's different things you have to try on the menu before you can pick on what you're going to eat every same day. Now, it's not just about sex, obviously. It's also just about the fact that the person that you are at 20 and the person that she is at 20 is nowhere near your final form, meaning that she will literally be a different person 10 years from now. So you're basically betting on somebody. You're just making like a wild, uncalculated guess. You know what I'm saying? You don't know how she's gonna be in 10 years. So you settle down with her now, make kids, have a house, boom, 10 years later, who the fuck is this person that I'm married to? Happens all the time. If you settle down with someone around the age of 28, the person is much more developed. People in 20s are still a child. She's a child, a literal child. All right. She doesn't know anything about herself yet. None of us do at the age of 20, even though we think we do because we got university education and we know how to talk and we know all the cool abbreviations and we have all the apps. We don't know shit. All right. So don't do it. Don't do it. You're doing the right thing by traveling. Don't get too close. Boom. Sometimes I wish I had a person like myself growing up, man. Give me advice. I would be a lot further than I am today, yelling at strangers from my couch. My mom and dad got in a motorcycle accident a year ago. My mom lost her leg. Ooh, my dad is okay. She has a leg now, learning to walk on it. She's still struggling with a drinking problem. Diana, wow, your mom is in a world of pain right now, physically and mentally, and she needs whatever she can get to get through the day to cope with her new reality. So I absolutely understand that she is struggling with alcohol. I'm not gonna be naive and tell her to just stop drinking. She's gonna need a crutch to make it through every single day. What I would recommend you to do is to try to get her to use weed instead. Get her on weed. Get her off the booze. It's far less damaging, and it'll also get the job done. It'll fight depression, fight pain, help sleep, all those things. And alcohol is going to kill her. So my condolences. Well, condolences is when somebody dies. That's not what I mean. But like, shout out, my feelings go out to her. Do you have any mental health tips while traveling? How to regulate hormones, horniness? Um, I don't want to go around sleeping with girls, but I know drunk me says different. The front. So basically, you're in a situation where you already know what's gonna happen if you're gonna get drunk. So it's like the Hulk is right in there. The Green Hulk. I mean, So you're like, you know what's gonna happen if you're gonna go on a hostel drinking pub crawl tour. That's gonna happen. You're gonna hook up with some random chick that you never met before. So you need to really be honest with yourself. Don't lie and be like, I'm gonna have a couple of drinks to see what happens. No, be honest with yourself and don't be too hard on yourself. If you feel one day that you want to get drunk and sleep with a random girl, it's okay. You're 20 something years old. Just use a condom, dude. That's all you need to do. So don't beat yourself up over it. Live your truth and live your choices and be man enough to accept that you made that choice and then don't wake up the next morning listening to Drake and feeling all sad like, oh my god, I didn't want to do this. No, you did. Otherwise, you wouldn't have had those first 4 or 5 drinks. Um, how would you regulate hormones and you can't regulate horniness, man. Like you're young, you're healthy. There's nothing wrong with that. How to regulate hormones? Just get a lot of sunlight, get exercise, go running every day, cardio, man. Get the heart pumping, do some pull-ups. There's gyms everywhere around the world, especially outside outdoors gyms. The hardest thing when you're traveling, you always tend to eat shitty and not exercise. So those are the two things that you need to focus on. Get your workouts in, make it a priority. That attitude is gold. Thank you, Anthony. I was going to ask a question, but I think I figured out the answer. We should embrace our weaknesses and vulnerability rather than try to cover it up and present ourselves as North through deception. Hmm. Good. You figured it out, Callum. I'm proud of you, buddy. Take care. Thank you. Hello. What's up, Georgia? Is there a time where women should be hitched? Like when it's too late and too early? No, there's no time. There's no time. Absolutely not. You can also just stay single for the rest of your life, and that is absolutely okay. Don't let dumbass society or your dumbass sister tell you otherwise. All right. There's no more need for that nonsense. We're not living in the 1600s. No more. You could be by yourself. Be single and happy. There's nothing wrong with that. Hello, Bilja. How you doing, girl? Well, I'm assuming you're a girl. I don't know why. Thanks for the awesome advice. The front. You know, I'll always be here with the good advice on deck, my man. I will tell you one thing though. It sounds to me like you're being a little bit, you are robbing yourself of your youth in the sense that you can't wait to be this stern, stoic adult, because you said, I don't want to sleep with random girls like it's the worst thing in the world. Like, dude, listen to me. I'm 33 fucking years old, all right? I used to be that guy. I used to be the guy at 20 at the club judging the fuck out of people for getting drunk and doing shit until I would do it myself as well. Either I would do it myself or I wouldn't. And if I didn't, I would judge, right? Huh, look at these idiots. Ha ha ha. And then I realized there's still a whole lot of time to be serious and to be an adult and, to be conservative. These days, man, in your 20s are never coming back. So don't beat yourself up. Have a few crazy nights, man. Have a few crazy one night stands. Just please use a condom. That's all you need to do. That's all. That's all. That part is non negotiable. Everything else, live your life, my man. Yes, I'm a woman. I know my name is strange. Your name is not strange by any stretch of the imagination. Your name is beautiful, Bilja. Really, though. Well, as we are free to complain, I plan to remove a metal plate from my arm in my neck in the next month. I'm a little anxious about it, but it's the last part of my hand journey. I'm afraid my elbow will never feel the same. Dude, good luck. You're gonna kill it. Good on you for persevering, man. Don't worry too much about it. I'm sure it's gonna be just fine. And if your elbow will not feel the same again, you got physiotherapy for that, man. I'm going to the physiotherapist every single day to open up my mouth. I went from 9 millimeters opening to 23 millimeters in a 2 month span. It's been absolute torture, but we're getting it done. "35 minutes in." Guys, um, if you're looking to do this with me on a personal level, you can email me and we can set up a trial video call. to see if we can work together. That's my email, lorenz.reese@gmail.com. The front. I will definitely pick up some spare condoms in case of an emergency. You're right about me needing to live my youth. I have a lot of responsibility at the moment to help my family. Yeah, but listen, man, I'm gonna be brutally honest with you. Like, at the end of the day, you are responsible for your own happiness, and even though your family relies on your help, that's no reason for you not to have the opportunity to live your youth and to live your life also. So keep that in mind. Like, it's not just about you providing and being the decent good boy. It's not, man. Trust me. Thank you for your information. I tried to get her to try weed. She says it makes her too paranoid. I'm still trying to help her and be there for her. Thank you for responding. Diana, anytime. There's different types of weed, though. There's also weed. Try to get her an indica. So indica heavy, not sativa. There's indica and there's sativa, and sativa will make you paranoid as hell, whereas indica will make you more relaxed and sleepy and mellow. So make sure that you have her try a indica, not a sativa. What was the darkest part of your journey post cancer? What was the deepest learning from that? Um, in between, right after my second cancer, I had a legit a couple of months where I thought I was gonna die. I stopped working with my surgeons because I didn't believe in them anymore. So I was without a surgeon, without a job. It was completely rotten away. And I remember driving around in my car at night just crying, thinking, this is it. I can't believe this shit. I'm actually gonna die. And what did I learn? I learned basically that, you know, the main thing for me was most of the people, if not nobody, could really relate or understand to that feeling of pending doom, pending death. So from that moment on, I understood that regardless if someone is 60, 70, or 80 years old, doesn't mean that they have more experience than you just because they have lived three times as long as you. There are certain things that you can only understand by going through them, and almost dying and being very sick and not seeing a way out is definitely one of them. So I learned to not care too much about the advice of my elders and walk my own way, and yeah, man, understand that once you've seen the other side, once you've smelled the other side, because you can smell it. You can smell it. When you're in that section of the hospital where people are dying, you can smell death. That's when things change. And that's when you understand that most people just hand out bullshit ass advice based on this idea, this false assumption of health and longevity. What is your opinion on antidepressants? They're not good, but if there's no other choice, I would always take weed over antidepressants, Bilja. Always. I sound like such a weed head now, always talking about weed. It depends on the strain. Sativa is better for anxiety, in my experience, if it's good quality. Mm. Dude, sativa makes you like super like receptive, and it sharpens your antennas, and it makes you very like creative, and it stimulates you. So it also stimulates delusions and ideas, hence paranoia. Indica is more like a so I would respectfully disagree, man. In general, I think indica will get you far less paranoid. That's just me. Trying to avoid them. There's so many side effects. It's scary. Bilja, why would you need it though? Do you feel depressed? What's going on? What's up with that? Ooh, almost 40 minutes in. I'm about to wrap this one up. It makes my chronic pain worse. So now I'm a sober gal. Good sleepy cat. Sober is always the way to go if you can do it. Doctors diagnosed me with depression. Bilja, if you want to get a trial call with me, if you want to set up a video call and talk about it with me, you can send me an email. That's my email right there. We can talk about it further. The front. So true. I was at my peak at 17, had a very big ego, was at a party and got attacked by a gang who thought I was someone else. In the end, I had to have surgery on my back, hand, and face. Lost a lot of blood, and after that, my outlook on life changed. Jesus. That's so fucked up, man. Man, I feel for you, the front, because that's a traumatic experience that you're never gonna be able to live. Like, that's something like that will stick with you for the rest of your life. And just like random spontaneous acts of violence towards you when you're a child at 17, it just how do you that's when you understand that there is no order in life. There's not always a reason. It can just happen. So I'm sorry you had to go through that. Try to surround yourself with people that make you happy. Do things you enjoy doing. Good work. Good call, Victoria. Yeah, that's fucked up, man. Sorry to hear that front. I had a friend who that happened to as well. He got fucked up by a bunch of people just out of nowhere. What's up, Lois? Not feeling great. Heal soon. Thanks, Lawrence, for your attention. Anytime, Frank Liza. Where is your girlfriend? We broke up. I am single. So she's not here, but I still love her very much. She was actually literally here in my life when we started. Katya Crypto. But we are no longer an item. C'est la vie. The front. Couldn't use my hands for 3 months, but was just very grateful to be alive. The months after, I legit felt I was living in a dream world. Didn't give a fuck about anything. Damn, that's quite a reaction. That's crazy. How that was your reaction to what happened to you. It's actually very interesting, I gotta say, because a lot of people they would just live in fear, in panic, but you just kind of like you went into this primal survival mode where you just put it away in a box and you were like, "Fuck it, I don't give a fuck." That's crazy, man. Vinny, I'm doing great, man. The front, you do you think that has that had any impact on what you do today in terms of the creative side that you do of things, war and violence and things like that, or that was just like a whole different thing? Not our business, but who dumped who? I love it. It's not our business, but listen, man. It wasn't about who dumped who. It wasn't nobody dumped nobody. It was literally two people who very much love each other, who respect one another so incredibly much. She changed my life for the better in any possible way. And we just figured out at some point, both of us, and yes, that's possible, that we just had to, we had a path together. And then that path went different directions. So it's not life and relationships are not just about love. There is plenty of love. That's not always the case. Like, that's not always enough. Like, you need more than love sometimes. Oh, always. You need also just like sense of where you're going in life. What do you want to do? About very logistical, uh, literal things, and that was the case. So, how am I dealing? I'm dealing. I'm living, man. I'm living. I'm grateful. I'm grateful to have spent time with this incredible woman, and I will always be grateful for that. And I'm very grateful that I still have her in my life as a friend. Too cold in Belgium for her. That's a good one. She's actually still living in Belgium. So she stayed. She's still living here in a different city, but she's still here. But yeah, she doesn't like the cold. That's true. Whenever I open up to others, which is rare, they respond like what I've gone through is such a big deal, but compared to some people, it isn't. But it still messed me up somewhat. Mm. It doesn't matter. You shouldn't compare. There's no competition. At the end of the day, like you can't. For some person, a breakup can have a bigger impact than a death. I was at my lowest when my Swedish girlfriend dumped me like 10 years ago. I was more depressed from that than I ever was from having cancer. So there you have it. I was already into all of that and I was running these channels. The main learning was on my personal perspective about myself and people. It humbled me a lot, which I'm grateful for. I understand that anything can happen at any time, that life is not guaranteed. Boom. That's it, buddy. That's it. You learned the right lesson. There's no guarantees. Tomorrow doesn't exist. Anything can happen at any moment. This could be my last life ever. I could walk outside right now and die. It's a fact. Thank you, Lucifer. Sorry to hear things that didn't work out with the girl. Good to hear you're still friends. Thank you, Dre. Tak samikat. Tak tak. That's how they say thank you in Swedish, for those who don't know. I've just adopted the attitude that I'm me. I'm all about being myself and not letting anyone change me for real. Yes. Look at you cheeky guys getting 5 more minutes out of me. Listen, thank you all for being here. I had a blast. Was je goed? Was je goed? Kompis. Yeah. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. One last time. Do you think you were so depressed about your Swedish girlfriend because in your mental state at the time you thought it was over with women forever? No, that was the love. That was the first time I was in love, love, love. That was the first time I lived with somebody. I never lived with a woman before. I was 21 and I was going to marry her. You know, it was all set in stone. She was the one and that was it. So there was not a shimmer of a doubt in my mind. So then when we broke up, um, it was like my religion collapsed. My belief system, the very foundation of my universe just broke in half. So I just fell into a pit of despair. I started questioning everything. I no longer had faith in anything. And I felt like I could no longer even trust my own senses, my own emotions, my own thoughts because I had been wrong, terribly wrong. So that's why it wasn't that I thought I was never going to find other women. It was just that I was so convinced that she was the one, that thirst, true love, man. Nothing like it. Are you happy also you're single? Look at me, man. I'm happy as hell. Nah, all jokes aside, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm good. I know how to be single. I know how to be alone. And I definitely have my down days. I have lonely days where I don't feel so good and I get down on myself just like everybody else. But the next morning, I understand it's a new day. I wake up excited. I made it through the night, and I'm gonna just try to make it a better day than the day before. And that's all I can do. You're funny. Thank you, Fine Purpose. Great session, Benz. Thanks. Epic session once again. Had a blast. Bill job. All right, guys. So, for anyone looking to hire me for my coaching services, we can set up a trial call by emailing me at lorenz.reese@gmail.com. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Don't forget to tell all your friends and family about me. Share all my videos on your socials. You know the drill. The front is I do not speak to you, my friend, before you travel. Safe travels, my man. Take care of yourself. Keep your eyes on the prize. Don't get distracted. Watch out. All right. A lot of craziness out there, but I know you're going to be just fine. Just stay focused, stay locked in. Could you stay with someone even if they would cheat on you? Hell no, fuck that. Why? No. You should never ever stay with someone when they're cheating on you. All right. Good luck. I love you all. It's the Viking checking out. Wishing you luck on my basketball game tonight. I'm going to dominate. Probably I'm going to go over 12. That's all good because I'll come on my live and lie and tell you I dominated. So the reception is reality. All right, guys, I'm out. Love you. Have a beautiful weekend and dunk on them. I'll hit the back door really hard. All right, guys. Peace.